All right, Lisa, now that I'm done with my treatment, and it was certainly enlightening, and that was great.
No pun intended.
Now I know exactly what it's like,
Mm-hmm.
and now that the treatment's over, at least this particular treatment, I want to keep doing good things to my skin. What type of product, because I know you have a number of products here, what type of product would you recommend for me, and then maybe tell everybody the other products that you have as well?
Okay, sure. Well, first of all, I'd like to just mention that you might notice that it's a private label line. It's my own line of products. And what I do is I work with a pharmaceutical company out of Texas, which I've used these products for many, many years, and they're excellent quality. And I think what happens with a lot of people is they get very confused as to what they should be using. There's so many products out there. You go into a drugstore and you walk down the aisles and you think, what should I do? And they all claim they do everything. So basically the difference between a pharmaceutical grade products, which these are, is that they have more active ingredients. So they're stronger. So right away you're going to get a little bit quicker result because you're using product that has more active ingredients. Secondly is you've got someone who's going to kind of guide you through, and I'm going to actually suggest to you certain things that are going to work best based on what your goals are for your skin.
Mm-hmm.
So I think right there that takes a lot of the confusion away for people. Basically what I like to recommend to people and is you always want to have a good cleanser for your skin. And I usually offer a couple of different selections for people, and it depends on basically what your skin type is like, if you're oily, if you're dry. And again, personal preference. Some people like a gel cleanser, some people like a lotion. So part of it is what you also like to use, because if you don't like something, you don't like the smell of it or the feel of it, you're not going to like it. So the other thing is you get to test these things and try them and smell them and feel them. And so if you're saying, I really hate this type of a feel, I don't like the smell, we're going to move to something else.
Very good.
Okay? All right, so definitely a nice cleanser. You also want to use, very important, I tell all my clients, sunscreen. Every single day.
Yeah, you had mentioned that to me
Every
earlier.
single day. And the reason why I say that is because UVA rays, which are the ones that come into the skin and cause all the photo damage, premature aging, go through glass, go through clouds, and don't change with the seasons. So even though you're sitting in your car or in your desk by a window, you're still getting exposed. And it's probably one of the easiest and most affordable things you can do for your skin, and it absolutely proven to work. So definitely sunscreen, and all of my sunscreens that I sell here, I sell too. I sell mineral sunscreens because mineral is the best protection against UVA rays.
So really these, what you're saying, and I know you have a few other products, these are products that you're not going to be able to go to drugs or a store and get. I mean,
well, it's difficult to find a zinc-based sunscreen in the drugstore. Usually they're chemical, and they don't always tell you percentages of ingredients. That's the other thing. And if you're using a zinc base, you want to have at least 5%. So you don't always find that. So definitely sunscreen. In addition, you want to use a good moisturizer on the skin. And again, it depends. If you're an oilier skin, obviously you need something lighter. If you're a drier skin, then you like that feeling of something that's more emollient on your skin. So again, it would depend. And I have a couple different ones. And then I also tell people there's some key things that you want to always put into your program. One is an exfoliator that you use at home. And I usually suggest that some type of an AHA or alpha hydroxy acid. And
is that this particular one?
This one is a glycolic, and it's a 8%, so it's a good strength. And this is something that you would use at home in the evening under your moisturizer. And what an AHA does, or a glycolic, is it helps to exfoliate the dead skin cells. And by doing that on a regular basis, it's actually going to help with dry skin. It's going to allow your products to penetrate nicer into your skin, and it's going to give your skin a much healthier glow. So definitely some type of AHA, and depending again on the sensitivity, I have a gentler one here for someone who maybe has more sensitive skin. So it would depend on the kind of skin you have, which one I would recommend for you. Also, I like to suggest to people that they use some type of an antioxidant on a regular basis, and one of the ones that is proven to be most successful is vitamin C. So I have an antioxidant serum here that I usually suggest you use once a day. Also, I have a nice peptide serum. And
peptide serum?
Peptide. And peptide, really, you hear a lot about it in the press these days. If you look in magazines, they're chains of amino acids. And what they do with the new technology now, they go into the skin and they actually help. Remember I talked about fibroblast cells? It helps to stimulate the fibroblast cells. So again, it helps to produce collagen in the skin. So it's a great product to use on a regular basis. And I usually recommend to my clients that they alternate their AHA and their peptide every other evening. So you're exfoliating the dead skin away, you're plumping up the new cells underneath, you're protecting it with the sunscreen.